What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this video is not a video that I was really looking forward to making, nor was I thinking I would have to make it this soon. But I have waited long enough, and I think it's time to come out with that. As you know, the Alliance of American Football League as we know it is finished. So I waited a little while to come out with this because I wanted to read through and kind of decipher a lot of the swirling reports that were out there. But first off, guys, I want to thank you. Thank you so much for all of your support, for you subscribing, your comments, your likes. They all meant so much to me and still mean so much to me. And I hope that whether we get the league back, whether we don't get the league back, no matter what happens, I hope that you stick around because I will continue to carry on the Six Pack Bass YouTube channel. We're not going anywhere. Like I said, I still plan on doing a lot of fishing, fitness, motivational type speaking, as well as, I may pick up another league if it comes along. But today's video, I just want to talk about the Alliance and my thoughts and takeaways as we close this chapter, so to speak. But like I said, Alliance of American Football has ceased all operations. You can go to their website. It's still up, but nothing has been updated. You can't buy tickets if you go to the shop. None of the links work within the shop, so they've taken all of the apparel down as well as the tickets. So it's done. I mean, there's no other way around it. It is finished. There's been pictures of players leaving the facility with all of their equipment or all of their clothing in laundry bags. Guys have come out on social media and basically talked about how crazy it was. They walked in, had practice. At the end of practice, basically they were told to go home. So just like that, it's over. So one of my most memorable moments from the Alliance will have to be week 1 when San Antonio and San Diego played. Of course, it was the home opener for San Antonio. And that set the tone for me for this league, and I knew right away that I was gonna enjoy this league. Of course, as you know, Sean Washington, probably the hit of the league. He destroyed Mike Bercovici, and I did so much as to buy the Tops Now card, and I'm glad that I did whenever it came out, because this for me will always be what I remember the Alliance for. And I think most would agree that they enjoyed the Alliance because, like I said, the officials did not dictate games the way that they have here as of recent in the NFL. And say what you want, yeah, they didn't have the top-tiered NFL talent out there, but it was still an amazing product in my opinion. Of course, that first week they crushed the TV ratings. So there was definitely some excitement around this, and the league did not fold because of the quality of play. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out there. But let's dig into why it did fold. So if you remember early on after week 1, there were some swirling issues with finances and players getting their payroll. And of course that led to Dundon from the Carolina Hurricanes NHL team stepping in and basically putting up a ton of money. He became the majority owner of the Alliance. And really from that point on, this league was on a shaky slope, in my opinion. There's been numerous reports. Charlie Ebersol and Bill Polian had one vision for this league, and obviously Dundon had a complete different vision. Long story short, I'm not here to peg any one person or any one thing as to the demise of this league, but just from what I can tell, Dundon wanted the NFL players right away. Ebersol and Polian knew that it would probably take 3 or 4 years for them to work something out and get those players. I said in my previous video, I don't necessarily think that it would have made a difference. They didn't really need them, in my opinion, because the quality of football was there. I mean, the games were competitive. There wasn't a single game that I didn't enjoy. Yeah, it had some shaky moments, you know, at the Atlanta Legends. They had some tough breaks leading up to the season, so maybe they didn't have their best foot forward once the season started. But nonetheless, it was a very competitive league. Really sucks that we didn't get to see the playoffs as well as that championship. I personally was looking forward to, I was going to try and actually go to the championship since they moved it to Frisco. And speaking of, I hope you guys that bought tickets to the future games, I hope that you do get your money back in a timely fashion. It looks like they're working on refunding the money, but you know, who knows how long that could take. So I hope that you get your money back sooner rather than later. But I did find an interesting report. I know that the NHL has been working on a stat tracker, shot tracker for quite some time. Me personally, I think it's a horrible idea. If you remember back in the 90s, some of you may, I believe Fox came out with a shot tracker, and that basically everywhere the puck went, there was a little blue or green like fan tail tracker that would track the puck for you. Of course, back then, television was not as high definition as it is now, so the puck was a little bit difficult to see at times. I'll give them that. But nonetheless, it made for a very, what's the word that I'm looking for? Unenjoyable experience when trying to watch that hockey game. So it looks like they're trying to bring something like that back. But I just find it odd, the timing of when Dundon jumps in to purchase the major part of this league, and right after the league decides that they're done, now all of these reports come out for the NHL of how they're going to be launching next season this stat tracking stuff. And I know that they've been working on it for a little while, but if you remember the Alliance, I made a video, preseason video, about the football being microchipped, all of like the next gen tracking you'd be able to see, or they were going to track the velocity of the ball, as well as their app. They were going to incorporate play-by-play betting, which all of those things I'm sure were later down the road. If you remember, it took forever for the app to come out. It was right up until like the 13th hour before the app launched, and it was really buggy week 1. But nonetheless, I just feel like, and again, I'm not pegging any one reason or any one person for the demise of this league, but from what I can tell, it looks like Dundon jumped in. He saw an opportunity to better the NHL and basically did not have the Alliance best interest at heart. Stepped in so that he could kind of get those tech companies that were working on this technology for the Alliance, then basically butted heads with the NFL. And I don't feel that they needed the NFL players right away to make it work. I mean, it was already working. Yes, the attendance numbers were down, but I feel like a lot of those could have been solved with relocation and those type of things. But let's just take San Antonio, for instance. There is definitely a market and a need for a team down there. The fans showed tons of support, so it is a sustainable market. But nonetheless, that's really all I want to say about it, guys. Really sucks because, like I said, I finally had football back, quality football that was enjoyable for me to watch. But I know a lot of you, I say a lot of you, some of you have already jumped ship and unsubscribed, and I understand you were just here for the Alliance content, and now that we don't have that league, unfortunately, there will be no more Alliance content. But this channel's not dead. That's why I originally stated that I was going to do multiple things with this channel. I didn't want to put all my eggs in one basket. Other channels who have rebranded and based themselves around the Alliance now are kind of having to rebrand again, and that's why I didn't want to do that. I love fishing. I'll still come out with those fishing videos. Fitness is my passion, as well as motivational type speaking. I may cover a new league if and when it comes along. May look into the XFL. I don't know yet. Right now, I'm gonna step back from that, take a little bit of just some time to process what's happened, because I am very, very bummed. I was really looking forward to the playoffs as well as the championship, but sometimes things are out of our control. Nonetheless, guys, if you're not already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, turn the bell notification on. That way you know when my next video comes out. Like I said, this channel's not going anywhere whatsoever. Get down in the comment section though. I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts as we close this chapter or closed the book on the Alliance. What do you think is the reasoning behind that? Was it a product that you enjoyed? What would you have done different? Jump down in the comment section, let me know. I want to hear from you, as well as if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit that like button for me. That's all I have for this one, guys. I'm out.